Midnight Theology. Videos drop Mondays and Fridays. Stick around. How's it going? This is Marty. Sorry about the lighting. Thanks for stopping by and watching the channel. I just want to tell you a little experience that happened to me about a year ago. I was traveling through Oregon, and I happened to be in Tillamook, Oregon. If you ever get a chance, you should go out there and visit. It's a very nice, beautiful place. Also, you should go up to Seaside, which is not far from there. Wonderful beach, wonderful beach. So I was in a park, and I had noticed some tents behind some bushes and trees, okay? And as I exited that area, a man was about 50 feet from me or so, maybe less than 50 feet, and he said something that stuck out to me, okay? He said a phrase, and he kind of did this Rain Man kind of movement and said, "What do you want with me? What do you want with me?" And kind of had a weird look in his eye. And we passed by. I said hello, and I made the assumption that this was one of the men that was living in the tents that I had just exited from. So so that really stuck out to me. And let me just read you a passage from Mark 5, and why don't you make the decision yourself? I'm going to give you the information. You make the decision yourself about this experience. It seems kind of benign right now, but let me read this to you. Okay, so this is Jesus. He had just come into a new area here. Okay. So when he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. He shouted at the top of his voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? Swear to God that you won't torture me." For Jesus had said to him, "Come out of this man, you evil spirit." Okay, so clearly in this passage, this is Mark 5, 6 and following. Mark chapter 5, verse 6 following. And here in that passage, Jesus encountered a demon-possessed man. But did you notice what the man said to Jesus? He said, "What do you want with me?" Now, this is really interesting. I came across this passage about a week ago, and it really seemed to stick in my mind and connect with that experience that I had in Tillamook about a year ago or so. Okay, so let me read you the little explanation in the notes here. This is not my exegesis, this is someone else's, so credit to them. So it says about verse 5-7, "What do you want with me?" A way of saying, what do we have in common? Similar expressions are found in the Old Testament. Examples, 2 Samuel 16:10 and 19:22, where they mean, mind your own business. The demon was speaking, using the voice of the possessed man. And so there's several ways to look at this that are kind of interesting. It's interesting that the demon used a colloquialism through the man, speaking through the man, but the meaning of that idiom was, we don't have anything in common, or mind your own business. And I thought it was really interesting that this homeless guy that I encountered used the phrase, "What do you want with me?" And he used it almost as soon as I noticed him, okay? Like I said, he was about less than 50 feet away. So it's really strange kind of occurrence. And it made me come to the conclusion that perhaps the homeless man was demon-possessed. So let that be food for thought for you. And clearly, let me make this clear, not all homeless people are demon-possessed, and certainly if you want to say this man just had a mental illness, I'm okay with that. But but let me say this too, not all people with mental illnesses are demon-possessed, okay? So don't get me wrong. So anyways, it was an interesting experience that I had. And, I've had, let's be clear, I'm Pentecostal, so and you could say either my worldview has prepared me to see these things or not. But I want to relate to those of you who have just started to follow Christ, and maybe you've come out of a naturalistic worldview where there is no spiritual realm. You never believed in any of that, and I can relate to you because I myself grew up in a church that didn't see or didn't really put a lot of stock in spiritual dynamics or spiritual realities. Okay, so I can relate to you, and I still get, even though I'm a Pentecostal and in every sense of that word, it's these types of things still catch me off guard. Okay, so bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope we have Jesus in common. God bless you.